got done conditioning your hair? Yes, condition. That is one of the best ways for self-care. Yes. Welcome in. How is everybody doing today? What's going on? Oh, thank you. I got this little hairstyle off of YouTube. I found this girl who specializes in locks. Um, she has a million tutorials on like lock care and styles, and so yeah, I'm trying to find more like low maintenance hairstyles that don't require me to use like bobby pins, rubber bands, just things that are like gentle on my hair and everything like that. So thank you so much for that follow, Cayman Cider. Thank you. Welcome to Brown Girl Gamer Code. Yes, amen to that. So my hair has been through it recently. Been through some like ugh. What? Oh God, you are just get out of here. Coming up in here with the negativity. Just oh my God. You just gotta come in here being hateful. Right. We trying to have a good day. And here you come. Anywho, we're gonna continue on with the show. So welcome everybody to Brown Girl Gamer Code. Welcome to our third code chat. So just a little bit more background on our code chats. These are live interviews that we do on our Twitch channel, where we interview, hey Kenya, where we interview Black women and women of color in the gaming and tech industry and community. So for this month's code chat, we are doing something special, a little more special. We are honoring moms in the gaming community who are also gamers. And so our lovely guests are in the chat. We have Infamous X1X, the Gaming Diva TV, and the Scream Queen. Hey, what's up, Stated Average? Welcome to the stream. How are you? My mic? Okay. Thank you for the host, Janae. Let me turn my mic up a little bit. Okay. I'm doing well. But yeah, so that is the history around our code chat. So this is our third code chat. So we are super excited. And yay! Thank you, Hexley. Hey, boss. Welcome in. How are you? So yeah, that's the background on our code chat. So we are getting ready to get started. Our first guest is gonna be the Gaming Diva TV. So she is getting ready to hop on in just a moment. So Gaming Diva, whenever you're ready, let me know. And we'll get started. I'm gonna give her a call. I'm doing good, boss. Oh my God, here come Marcus. Here come Marcus. Here come Marcus acting crazy. You waiting? You ready? Okay. All right, I'm going to call you in just a moment. Let me just move my email out the way. Marcus is crazy. Hey, Paz, welcome. Thank you, boss. Thank you. I did me some self-care today too. I did my little bedazzled skincare routine and did my hair, oil, greased my scalp. So, I'm ready. I'm her. I look you. Then I called him over to look at something and then close the message. Yes, I'm about to move these emails. Because you know how it be. But yeah, so we are getting ready to get started. So one thing I want to do is I want you all to just tell us what you're doing for self-care today too. What are y'all doing for self-care? It's also self-care Sunday. Yes, Sims. Okay. What games do you play? I play a lot of games. Resting, yes. About to eat this cookie. I got cookies too. Ooh, yes, Chipotle. Yeah, we play a variety of games. We have almost 100 folks in our community, and they're playing all type of different things. The Sims, Call of Duty, Overwatch, indie games, Fortnite, Vampire the Masquerade, Dragon Age Inquisition, Assassin's Creed. We play so many things, so many games. So we play really just about everything. Invisigun, I haven't heard of that. All right. All right, I'm getting ready to call Gaming Diva. I'm getting ready to give you a call, girl. It's your time to shine. All right. I need a, you know what? Doing this just made me realize I need a third monitor. All right. All right, Gaming Diva, I'm in here. Hi, Michelle. Welcome. Hey, there she is.
There we go.
Hey, girl. Hey.
What's up?
Welcome in. Everybody, please give a lovely welcome to the Gaming Diva. She is our first guest today for our code chat. So yeah, let's welcome her in.
Hello everybody. Thank you.
Yes, it's great, absolutely great to have you. Thank you so much for being here today and taking time out of your Mother's Day to chat with us about motherhood, gaming, being a Black woman, doing both, all of those things. Thank you so much. So the Gaming Diva is a part of Brown Girl Gamer Code, and so we're just gonna jump right in. And just, why don't you start off by telling us about yourself, who you are, what your hobbies are, about your children or your kid and all that. So yeah, tell us about yourself.
Okay, well, my real name is Robin, you guys. I also go by the Gaming Diva. Born and raised in Dallas, Texas. So basically I've been gaming since I was 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old. And as I progressed, like my gaming journey went from casual gamer to hardcore gamer to even playing professionally for my esports team that's in the chat. That's the guys that came out. So shout outs to Empire Arcadia and the Valkyries of Arcadia. And my son, this is my first child, you guys. And so for me, like I'm 32 years old and I'll be 33 in like 14 more days from now.
Okay, birthday. Happy early birthday.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, so my son is named Jamal. I named him after my husband. So he's a junior, so short, EJ for short. And he's 1 year old. He'll be 2 in October 22nd. And so my son, he games with me a little bit. Like the other day, because he watched me and my husband play Animal Crossing and other games so much, he took my Switch and he actually had it in his hand and he moved my character around. Like he actually did that. And I was like, Excellent.
Yes, start them off young.
you know. But yeah, some of my hobbies, basically basketball, gaming, obviously. But I kind of really don't want to put gaming as a hobby because that's kind of like what I do now on a content creation level, on a professional level when I'm doing anything in esports with my esports team. And so I just kind of really don't count that as a hobby, but I guess I can put that in there too as well. I make perler art. Um, I make perler art. That's a hobby of mine. I like learning new things, and also right now I'm kind of dibbling and dabbling off into learning code and game design.
Okay. So what do you tell us a little bit more about the coding and the game design? Because as you all know, we are doing a coding challenge, 100 days of code. We are at day 50, so we're halfway through. But yeah, tell us a little bit more about the game design and what kind of games you're interested in designing, or if you know right now.
So right now everything has just kind of been like a journey for me. And the reason why I say that is because like I bought a couple of C++ lessons from
Udemy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Udemy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But come to find out, if you don't really take the time out to read and description, like everything, like that was like a more advanced C++. Like I had installed everything, I was going through the course or whatever. It shows you and teaches you some basic stuff, but all of a sudden I got lost. I was just like, oh, wait a minute. And so for me, just to share my successes, and I don't like to say failure because true failure to me is just when you just completely give up. So I would say test, trial, and error. So during this journey, I was just like, oh crap, I bought the wrong C++ lesson. So I went back and I bought the beginner C++. So I've been doing that, and pretty soon I'm probably going to be doing it on my streams as well to kind of share with other people my process, and we can share each other, our struggles and all that good stuff. But as far as game development, there's a lot of things that I want to create. Like I love sports games, I love shooters, I love fighting games, and my whole thing is to probably make a hyper casual game and just kind of make something within like 3 months to 6 months to kind of just put it out there and not to be too attached to it, to just kind of get used to what's going to be the practices of, okay, embargo dates, and I need to get this out to certain outlets so they can review the game and test it with close family and friends and people that's in the Discord communities to give me feedback and all that stuff. Before I get off into the really big ambitious projects and then possibly contracting more people to come on board to help me, because just right now it's just all me. So it's kind of like it's going to be me programming, it's going to be me doing the music, me doing character design, everything by myself. So that's kind of been like that whole process there. I hadn't really, so now for me, it's going to be me starting back over in C++, even though I dibbled and dabbled with it for like the past 3 months. And now it's like,
Yeah. But you're off to a great start, and you got, plans, you got an ambition. So, coding is what you make it. It's your own journey. It is. It's a different beast. I can definitely agree with you on that. So why don't you tell us what were your favorite games growing up that you like to play?
That's a good question. So at the age of 4, my first gaming system was this Nintendo Entertainment System. My mother and my grandmother are my gaming influences as to the reason why I'm in gaming right now.
Oh, nice.
So, kind of like as a kid, you're watching the commercials, you're like, dang, I wish I had that. But because you're mature at that age and you just kind of know, being aware of financial situations at an early age. You know, my grandmother, she came back from a garage sale with a Nintendo and a shoebox full of games, and that's kind of where my gaming journey began.
Wow, yes, grandma.
Yeah, so shout outs to my mom, who may or may not be watching the stream. And you know, my grandmother, she passed away 2 years ago, but it's thanks to them that I'm in gaming. But my favorite games that I grew up playing on is the Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt. It was two in one game in that cartridge.
Yeah.
Oh man, me and my mom stayed up late nights playing that game over the summer.
Oh, that is beautiful.
I hold that game near. That game is near and dear to my heart, because it was my mother who showed me how to play, and she was the one that I consider, even still to this day, the ultimate gamer, because she was the one. We stayed up late finding the secret paths, and even though I wasn't quite able to play just yet, I had the controller number 2 and just mimicking her movements. So by the time I was able to really play, we kind of did that together. But Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, Star Soldier, Vanishing Earth, Mrs. Pac-Man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the one that came out on the Super Nintendo, Killer Instinct, not Killer Instinct Go, but the one that came out on Super Nintendo. And later on, Midnight Club.
Oh my gosh, Midnight Club.
The first one.
Yes, the first one. Yes. First one. Oh my
God. After that, it was Dub Edition. You know.
Yes.
Yes. Dub Edition.
Oh my God, I love Midnight Club. And Miss Pac-Man. You mentioned Miss Pac-Man too. I love me some Miss Pac-Man.
It's Miss Pac-Man, but yeah. So for me, those are my games that played an early impact in my life, and then as I got older and started, working for GameStop and all these different entities in the industry, I kind of just learned what was going to be my taste. And that's when I started to get off into Grand Theft Autos, Scarfaces, Godfathers, and racing games and all that jazz.
Yes.
But yeah.
Nice. So how did you get into streaming? What brought you into the streaming world? What brought you to Twitch?
So, I had been a part of Twitch going way back when Twitch was Justin TV. And during this time period when it was really popping, I remember I was going to the Art Institute Dallas. So I remember seeing some of my more celebrity friends, if you want to call them that, that was real big off into streaming, Master from the DOA community, Sloozy. I know y'all know who Sloozy is from, YouTube and all that good stuff. So watching them, it just kind of inspired me. I'm like, you know what? And that's a cool idea, to stream and to play games while you're streaming. So my very first stream on Justin TV I was playing Fight Night. It was Fight Night 2014, and I was playing it on my 360, and I had my little laptop, and I turned the laptop towards the TV while I was streaming. That was my first stream.
Yes. That's awesome.
So for me, it was kind of that just kind of was a hobby. And then later on, once I joined Empire Arcadia, and looking at where the industry was going from filling out stadiums and stuff like that, everybody was starting to get off into content creation. That's when I really started to really take it serious, and I just kind of revamped and redid my Twitch, my YouTube channel, because I had a YouTube channel before, but like I said, I was in college dealing with in real life stuff. So, and then I got pregnant. So now that, oh my goodness, it was just a lot of stuff, one after another. And so now I'm just like, okay, I have an idea of what I want to do. I have sort of some type of a plan. And now it's just put it out there, just do it. Because the longer I stay in my head and overthinking, you're never going to get it done. So I'm just like,
Yes.
just got to put it out there. Don't worry about the numbers. Don't worry about what people is gonna say on social media, if your tweets and your posts look crazy.
Yes.
You know, shout outs to Gary Vee, because I learned that from him. You know, I'm just like, you know,
put it out there.
I'm just put it out there.
Put it out there. I struggle with that too. Like, that is my same thing that I had to like talk myself into and just really learn. Like, when you create something, I think actually I heard Beyonce say it. She was like, when you create something, you have to put it out there because it's no longer yours. Like, you have to release it. You have to let it go. And the people who need it are gonna find it, and they're gonna appreciate it, and it's gonna be for them. Like, you can't worry about the people who it's not for, because if it's not for them, they're gonna, you know, somebody's always gonna have something to say. But so what? It's not for them. They'll either say what they're gonna say and move on, or they won't say anything at all, and that's fine. It's perfectly okay. But you have to, you create things. They put that idea in your head, create it, and release it. Absolutely. So tell us. So you're on an esports team. That is like so dope. Like, for me, I knew about esports. I'm kind of new to it. I really didn't get to look more into it until I got into playing Overwatch. And I was watching like the Overwatch League, and I was like, yo, this is cool. Like, it's like a team, like, of people like playing professionally. So tell us about that. Tell us about what you do with Empire Arcadia. Like, what do you play? Just tell us about your whole like experience with being on an esports team.
Well, I had been competing on a competitive level since 2008.
Okay.
And I think this is after the Art Institute.
Okay.
So after I left the Art Institute, and wow, you're asking me that. So I'm gonna say that part for the other question.
Okay.
But specifically when it comes to Empire Arcadia, like, the second time I went to New York, it was to go down there because I had heard about Empire Arcadia, because like one of a previous teammate that was on Empire Arcadia was Perfect Legend, and you know, he's a known Evo champion in the Mortal Kombat community. And so like I went back and watched some of the YouTube stuff, and you know, like some of the shenanigans and you know the competition and stuff, and I noticed that Empire Arcadia was a unique team, because they are a predominantly all Black team, even though there's all rainbows of ethnicities that's on the team, but we're predominantly all Black esports team.
Nice.
And what made it even so more unique to me is the simple fact that there was a women's division, which is the Valkyries of Arcadia. So Empire Arcadia is basically an esports team that wasn't built on modern day practices, if that makes sense. That is the reason why we're one of the longest running and longest standing compared to other esports teams that have come and now they're gone, because we aren't built on those same principles. Like, Empire Arcadia was built on a community, and even though a lot of people know Empire Arcadia for the fighting game community, we have like people that play in the Pokemon League. There are people that play Hearthstone. There are people that's our DA team, Deadly Alliance. That's the Smash division.
Wow.
I play sports. I play fighting games. So for me, it's just like whatever Empire Arcadia needs to fill that gap. And I'm like, oh, if I'm interested in it, that's what I go do. I go play it. But Empire Arcadia, we're all about building up Black women right now, and that's our main focus right now. We're focusing on the Valkyries. You know, we're focusing on the ladies in our division, which is predominantly Black.
That's amazing.
And in case if you guys didn't know, Empire Arcadia, we have a Guinness World Record for being the #1 top winningest esports team. We have over 10,000 wins.
Wow.
Now, that's beyond
wow
popular or fan popular esports teams that y'all know out there. You know, like when Echo Fox was a thing, Evil Geniuses, like we have the longest standing record. Oh, Triforce just put it in chat. He said we're at 2,500 wins right
That's
now.
amazing. Yes, y'all are out here.
Yeah,
That's amazing. First of all, I've never heard of, and I've never really seen a esports team that is focused on uplifting Black women, that's predominantly Black, and having a women's division that's also predominantly Black women. Like, that is amazing. That's a game changer right there. Like, I've never seen that. So, wow. Like, shout out to y'all.
Right. Thank you so much. But, yeah, I've been with Empire Acadia for like 10 plus years.
That's amazing. Yes, that really is inspiring. Hold on, I gotta get some claps. I gotta get a clap in the chat. Yes.
I'll claps all the way around. And the reason why I went that route, because like during that time in esports, I don't know if you guys know that the PMS clan, which was Pandora's Mighty Soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Who else was big at that time? Dang, I forgot what was Amber's team name. The PMS clan. There was also, oh my goodness. I didn't just want to join predominantly an all women's team.
Mm-hmm.
At the same token, like I felt like I needed to join a team where I could relate to my people. Oh yeah, there you go. Thank you, Frag Dolls.
Mm-hmm.
And so at that time, especially since I was heavily off into shooters, and that's where I come from, the shooting game community, not so much the fighting game community, even though you've seen me, you probably seen me at fighting game tournaments, and I've ran tournaments, but I was just like, wow, my Black people, here's a team that is uplifting not only just Black people, but the Black women, and also trying to look for the smaller content creators to lift them up, to give them a bigger platform, because the reality is, like, can I just keep it real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Keep it real with us.
Okay. So we're about to have a real moment right now.
Okay.
So when you guys look at some of the advertisements of how they market esports, what do you guys see? You see our Caucasian brothers and sisters. You see our Asian brothers and sisters, but you don't really see them marketing Black people.
Speak on it.
And we make up, and we're the majority.
Speak on it.
That's at these tournaments, and they're really the minority if you think about it. And I'm just like, damn.
Speak on it.
So one of the things that that just drew me to Empire Acadia was just like, you want to surround yourself with other like-minded individuals, right? So it was a no-brainer for me. I'm like, all right, this is the mission, this is what they're about, and I'm down with that. And this is also one of the reasons why I'm down with the code.
Yeah.
Brown Girl Gamer code. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm finding other Black content creators. So my whole thing is, I think we all just need to come together and just be one big unit so we can build our own platform. Build our own platform to give a voice to all of our Black men, not just our women, but our Black men too. All the Black content creators, all the people of color. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And once that happens, we'll be an unstoppable force.
Yep.
Put egos aside. I'm like, let's get off in here. Let's do it. Let's make this happen.
Yes.
Because if you look at China's esports infrastructure, look how it's made. Like they got their own schools. They have their own esports infrastructure over there. The U.S. has its own. But they really don't market us in that light, and it's kind of, if it is, it might be like that one random Black person on the team.
Right.
They might show up as a silhouette. Prime example, Perfect Legend was a silhouette on who was he playing? And what was it, Razor? I don't think it was Razor. I mean, I knew he played for Razor, but for the longest time, his profile picture was not Fnatic. Thank you, Triforce. He, like everybody else, had their profile pictures up, and with him being the only Black player, his profile picture was not there. And I'm like, why?
Right, why? What happened there?
Yeah, what happened there?
Yep. Yeah. Preach. Yep, that one random black person. Hi, Bonnie. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, Mom. Welcome, Sprinkle.
I didn't mean to go on that rant.
No, you good. Listen, you spitting the knowledge. You spitting the knowledge. You spitting the knowledge. All right, so we're gonna move along. So, why don't you tell us about what motherhood means to you and how you balance being both a mom and a gamer? And if there are games that you want to pass down to your son as well.
This came out of me like I'm still in disbelief.
I really don't have. Oh, look at my son! I'm sorry that tears me up because I still, even still to this day, I can't believe that I'm a mother. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, like I know it, but there's just times I'm just sitting in the living room and I just have that aha moment, and I'm just like, damn, I'm a mother. You know. Mm-hmm. I'm responsible for this human being until he becomes his own man, you know? Mm-hmm. But anyway, motherhood, you know, I'm really still trying to figure that out. Mm-hmm. Because, and I guess the best way for me to explain that is I know what the type of mother my mom was. Mm-hmm. You know, my mother was a single mother, raised me and my brother, right? Yep. So in essence, I like to take what my mom had instilled in me and my brother, mm-hmm. and taking what I learned growing up in the church as a young child, seeing other mothers, you know, mm-hmm. being around that positivity, being around that love, being around that community, and the whole, you know, it takes a village to raise a child, mm-hmm. literally. And, you know, with the craziness that's going out in the world and having to teach my son, like, hey, there's some folks out here. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have to be careful, son. Mm-hmm. And it's the same shame that we have to teach our black men and our black ladies, like, hey, you know, when it comes to police and all this craziness, mm-hmm. but you know, that's what we gotta do. But motherhood for me is just like, I want to be the best parent that I can be that surpasses my mom, mm-hmm. with the knowledge and the resources that I'm able to give to my son. And now with gaming, how do I balance that? I'm still trying to figure out that process. Prime example, when I came back to Twitch, I was streaming every single day, or at least mm-hmm. I tried to. Mm-hmm. And then it got to the point to where my son is in this next phase of his life where mm-hmm. he's not really still yet talking, but he's trying to project what he's trying to mm-hmm. say. But how he verbalizes is he'll grab you and he shows you what he wants. So when he's doing that, I just kind of go back behind him. I'm like, eat, for mm-hmm. refrigerator, mm-hmm. milk, water, right? Mm-hmm. And so and then now he's going through the next phase of the teething with the big teeth coming out. Yes. And so like times like that, he have moments where he just wants to be up under me, and mm-hmm. when that happens, I might not be able to stream. I might mm-hmm. not be able to play the game mm-hmm. until either late at night. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you be up late.
Yeah. You know, I mean, yes. You know, I'm usually, and for me, that's usually when I have that time to myself, or on the weekends, because on the weekends, my husband, bless his heart, you know, he's on daddy duty on the weekends, and I'm not, just so I can have that for the week. Yeah. And while I'm thinking about it, shout outs to all the mothers, single mothers, who are out there that are raising children or have kids and they don't have a support system. Mm-hmm. They don't have any help. Mm-hmm. And I sat here and I thought about it. I was just thinking about it. I'm like, damn, how did my mom do this by herself?
I think that about my mom all the time too. I don't know how.
Because even with the support and help with my husband and my mother, mm-hmm. it still seems like it's a lot. And that's just only one child. So mm-hmm. imagine a mother or a woman that has multiple children. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, fam, yes. I can't even, but mm-hmm. I'm still learning. I still don't really know what motherhood means to me, mm-hmm. but I know what type of mother that I want to be. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for that, host Demi. Yeah, I think that I wondered that about my mom too. My mom, in her support system, was my grandmother and my uncle and my great grandmother and all my, uncles and aunts and stuff like that, but still, like, I still don't even know how. But she did it, and she raised that.
Yeah.
I would not be who I am today without my mom. Absolutely not.
Exactly.
Even you mentioned like how you got into gaming, and my mom, she's not a gamer at all. She tried. She tried though. She used to try to play with me, but for some reason the games make her dizzy, and she'll play for like 10 minutes, and then she'd be like, "Oh, my head's spinning. Oh, I gotta throw up." So, but she tried, but she still nourished my love for gaming because her and my grandmother bought me my first console, my PlayStation. That was my first console, was the PlayStation 1. And she bought me games. Whatever I wanted to do when it came to gaming, even now, she still supports me in it. And she supported, my little brother now. He's 13. He's a serious gamer, so even just supporting us in our love for gaming. So I definitely connect with you on that. Which demo disc did I have? I had Gex, I think, the little gecko. It had that ninja game on it. Medieval with the little skeleton dude, and I think there was a Tomb Raider on there, something like that. Yes. So. What are you playing currently?
I'm playing currently Animal Crossing, obviously.
Yes.
Now, like, is there anything else that matters? No. But, I'm playing Animal Crossing. I'm still playing Fortnite. I'm playing Apex Legends. I'm playing Valorant. I just play a whole bunch of different things. But I noticed the type of streamer that I am. A variety streamer. I play what I'm in the mood for.
Same.
If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Like say for example, if I had like got into an argument with somebody in like Discord or my mom or whomever, and I'm just like really irate, I'll either like it'll either go one or two ways. Either I will play a game that will take me out of that frame of mind, or I'll just play a shooting game or a fighting game.
Okay.
I'm like,
yep. Yeah, same.
You know what I'm saying?
Same.
Or I'll play like my slice of life type games, like my Harvest Moons, my Stardew Valleys,
yeah,
my Time in Portia, Pokemon, Animal Crossing, or I play Just Dance or Dance Central,
yes,
or 2K, Madden,
Y'all need to see Robin play Just Dance. She be tearing it up on there just FYI, if you haven't seen it, the VOD is on the Brown Girl Gamer Code page, but you can also check out her page because she was tearing it up in Just Dance.
Oh man, but yeah,
yeah, right. She was tearing it up, wasn't she? The chat agrees. All right. Well, why don't you, for our last question, just tell everyone where they can find you, your socials.
So my socials on my Twitter is my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Facebook page is The Gaming Diva. Now, as far as the platforms that I stream on, I stream on Twitch. So on Twitch, it's The Gaming Diva TV.
Okay.
That's the only place that I stream that has TV added on. But as far as YouTube and Mixer, I just started streaming on Mixer once I figured out the restream thing for that. It's also The Gaming Diva. So everywhere across the board is just The Gaming Diva, but on Twitch, you just got to add TV at the end of it.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you. And, go ahead.
I forgot, in my stream schedule, I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. I try to do it usually late evening, but usually I tell people, I'm like, just follow me on my socials. So when I go live, because like I said, my son, his needs, and in real life stuff, I stream at random times, but I try to be consistent on those days. And then my uploads on my YouTube channel is every Saturday.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you so much, Robin, for sitting down with us. We are getting ready to head into our next interview.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, guys.
Yes, Boss has dropped the Gaming Divas Twitch link in the chat, so feel free, definitely check her out. She's a part of the code. She's super awesome. Thank you so much for sitting down with us today, and we will see you later. Take care, Robin. Bye.
Thank you, guys. Love y'all.
Bye. All right. So that was I'm going to move my camera so it actually looks like I'm looking at y'all. Okay. There we go. All right. So let's get back to our next code chat. Oh my goodness. That was amazing. That was amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, so we're gonna jump right into our next interview. So we have the